We are now live on YouTube, and our next program up is Why Be an Entrepreneur. And you can find this program here every Saturday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 10 Central. Um, and this is a class on why be an entrepreneur, discussing the benefits and challenges of entrepreneurship and how to establish successful businesses. And our presenter is Imam Tariq Abdul Mu'min of Biloxi, Mississippi, and he is the founder of Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. Assalamu alaikum to you, Imam Tariq.
Walaikum assalam, dear beloved sister, and everyone else that has joined us this morning. We pray everybody year started off well and remain well throughout the year. For those who may be here the first time, I have been doing this since October of last year, and I want to thank those persons who has accepted me with AM 360. And as I said at the conclusion of last year's program, one presentation that we will be doing today is the one we concluded with last month or last year, okay? I had already set it up that way. We have concluded a series of presentations on entrepreneurship, how to do this, how to do that. We will be going over them with some, I think, some new additions in maybe a month or two to come. So to help us get a better understanding. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and get started. And this is interaction. We want everyone to participate in this. Again, if you are with us for the first time, we do allow feedback participation as we are having our, okay, I'm still trying to navigate this thing. You're sharing, okay. Okay, here we are. Okay, we want to thank you all for joining us, the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. Again, I'm the founder and director of the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. We've been in existence since really about 2015, I think, and I got more organized in 2019. Since October of last year, we've been presenting here live on AM 360 and YouTube. And again, I want to thank Manira and I just have to pay credit where credit is due. She made a recommendation, and I accepted it openly that the program be titled what it is, what you see there on the screen. Why be an entrepreneur? I had already started using this little cartoon image of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad standing behind a person on a park bench because I was so impressed by that. And we know he coined, and I think Marcus Garvey also was using some language do for self, but we know Honorable Elijah Muhammad made it more visible. But I added to, if you see the image of the person standing erect, we're helping people do for self, and that's what we're trying to do. And then that other cartoon image that came later, I don't know exactly when it was made available to us. If someone know, please let me know. I would like to know of a whole city of being productive and everything. And to the left of that, you see where a quote from Imam Muhammad, I think as Muslims, we should just shout when someone says, come, let us make an effort to improve our business circumstances. We should just shout, hey, let's go, let's go. We should be ready to go. And some of the things that we do is in these presentations, how to name, start a business, et cetera, write a business plan and things such as that. And I didn't turn this. So the organization, that is the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute, is organized to make sure that the enthusiasm for business growth stays with us, to make sure as many people as possible are involved with business in our neighborhoods. We are promoting and keeping things happening. We have some quotes here from Imam Tariq Muhammad. He says, excuse me for a minute. Our business people have to see our roots in the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's call to financial responsibility, to business development, to some economic plan. We can't deny him that credit that he has earned. He was the one who excited us, the African American people. It was an excitement to have a bigger appetite for not only wealth, but also for bigger responsibility that gives bigger respect to people. And then he says, we have to grow financially. Our community cannot support our schools, our mosques, our religious and spiritual needs if we don't have money. We have to have some money. I'm not going to be stupid sitting around here waiting on some rich Arab, some rich Iranian to give us some money. I don't want that. My self-respect don't want that. So the best way is the way that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, do for self. And we quote the Imam here, if you have joined us for the first time. That is Imam Muhammad. We have come to a point in our growth as a Muslim community in America that if we don't create finances for ourselves and our children, we can't and won't grow anymore as an impactful and productive Muslim community in America. You just can't have Islamic life in your heart and in your spirit. Islamic life has to be expressed in Islamic structures. Islamic life has to be expressed in halal businesses. Islamic life has to be expressed in homes owned by Muslims, in factories owned by Muslims, yes, and productive land owned by Muslims, in transportation for shipping products owned by Muslims, and cars and buses and trucks, trains, and airplanes owned by Muslims. And I'm going to skip that one because that was in the intro. And the last one, we cannot have a healthy community or a healthy morale. Good morale for our community if we don't have a showing in business growth or business development. It's a must. It will be heavy on our soul. It will be taxing our spirit if we don't have a business showing in our community. Business is a must. You have to produce for yourself. Take care of your own. That means your own neighborhood too. We need people of like interests, especially business interests. If you know each other and you know something is happening in your area by persons of good character, and they are contributing to the business growth of our association of members, their people in their locale should try to tie up with them. If they have like minds and like interests, tie together. And we do need organizations. And I'm going to put in parentheses verbally here, the Entrepreneurs and Development Institute. We're an organization that's open to anyone who wants to be part of us, okay? And we are organized. That organized just to make sure that the enthusiasm for business grows with us and to make sure as many people as possible are involved with business in our neighborhood. We need organizations, just for business people, to promote and keep things happening. And that's where I coined about us from reading this last statement from what Imam Muhammad said concerning business and organizations. So next we want to go to the Quran and look at what Allah has instructed us to do. If anyone have any questions while I pull these slides up, please do so. Statements. I see Bilal, the poet, his hand is up, or was that from the previous presentation? Bilal? And then American Muslim 360. Those two hands are up. Please go ahead. Do you all have anything to say?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Assalamualaikum.
Go.
That's me with the American Muslim 360. I'm renaming myself now. This is Sister Manira. You know, I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you bringing this program to AM 360 because it's just so vitally important. And this is something that we can use all across the country, especially for our young people that are in high school and as they're still developing to come into the mind of being an entrepreneur. Entrepreneurs are so important because it is responsibility for ourselves and our community. And without businesses and industry in our community, we're basically dependents on everyone else in society. And we don't want to be dependents any longer. We want to be independent, inshallah. And this is the best way for us to achieve that goal. So we thank you for bringing this to AM 360. I'll stop there.
You're most welcome, and I thank you all for accepting me, and those who has been who have been staying. And I'm not saying anything negative by the way I said that, by those who are staying. So please don't take that out of context. I don't mean anything disrespectful to anyone, but I just want to say I'm grateful to everyone. I still see Bilal's hand up. Bilal? Is this the Bilal from New Orleans area, Louisiana?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, real brief, brother.
Okay. I got a lot of blessings that sort of Wadi Ali took me on this musician. Took me on this wing, and I've been writing a lot of stuff in it.
Brother Bilal, you're not really clear. You're not really clear. I want everybody to hear what you're saying. So can you make an adjustment so you can okay.
You hear me now?
Yes, that's much better.
Be brief as possible,
Okay,
Bilal.
Yeah, very brief. A lot of great opportunity for me to go to invest with Brother Wali Ali. So it's a good effort that we find somebody that we can really work with. And I'm thankful to Allah for making that getting into songwriting and finding my potential and having somebody to work with me. So praise be to Allah for that.
Thank you. Well, if you need to get in contact with me, Bilal, I'm gonna go ahead and give my number while I'm talking. It's 228-209-2877. 228-209-2877. And unless you change yours, I might still have it. So we're gonna go ahead and say again, Bilal.
Yeah. Sorry. Here you go. I got a chance. Now I want to write that down.
It's in the chat.
Can someone put it in the chat for me, please?
Yes, I put it in the chat. It's in the chat.
Then it will be in the chat, Bilal.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
No.
Now, the next thing we do, if you're just joining us, after we do our intro, we always go to the book of Allah, the Quran, that he revealed to Prophet Muhammad. Prayers and peace of Allah be upon Prophet Muhammad, because we know that he was a businessman, and we do discuss and look at those verses in the Quran where Allah talks about when they question Prophet Muhammad concerning him being a messenger and in the marketplace. We won't look at that one today, but it's in the Quran. Well, I'll say all the messengers, they were material people, you know, and they went to the marketplace. So the verses that we want to look at to start us off today before we get into our topic, and well, of course, the Quran is our main topic always. Allah say, he asked the question. I want to say I'm on the right one. Hold on. Yes. He asked the question. قل من حرم زينة لله التي أخرج لعباده والطيبات من رزق قل هي للذين آمنوا في الحياة الدنيا خالصات يوم القيامة كذلك نفصل آيات لقوم يعلمون. And he asks a question. Say, who? Or tell us to ask a question. Okay, because he say, who have forbidden the beautiful things, the adornments of Allah, which he has brought forth, akhraja, brought forth for his servants, and the things that are clean and pure, which he have provided for substance. Say they are in the life of this world. That is the material world. For those who believe, and purely for them on the day of judgment. Thus do we explain the signs in detail for those who understand. So this is a very, very strong question from Allah. Who has forbidden the beautiful things, as this is Yusuf Ali's translation, the beautiful things, the beautiful gifts of Allah. He want to know that. So to the left of this is some, it's in three parts here. I have the three verses, 32, 30, I think I have, yeah. Well, let me just go to them here. Well, this to the left, and I think you all already know who this from. Because when I look at verses, I try to find something that Imam Muhammad made comments on concerning the different verses in the Quran. And it's so much material out there, so very, very much material out there that will help us get more insight and understanding of these Quranic verses. So this here is from Imam Muhammad. He said, let us address for a few minutes the second part of God's statement. It's exclusively for them in hereafter. That statement in its second part is saying two important things to us. Wow, Tariq, you did it again. Y'all forgive me. First, it is saying to us, don't worry yourself to death. Stop grieving over the misery you see in the world. It is only temporarily, and I am allowing it. Next verse. Who إنما حرم رب فواحش ما ظهر منها وما بطن وإثم وبغي بغير حق وأن نشرك بالله وما لم ينزل به سلطان وأن تقولوا على الله ما لا تعلمون. Say, the things that my Lord have indeed forbidden are shameful deeds, whether open or secret, sins and trespasses against truth or reason, assigning of partners to Allah for which he have given no authority, and saying things about Allah of which you have no knowledge. And Imam Muhammad continued, it is not exclusively for you yet. It is to be shared with the wrongdoers. I have given the wrongdoers the freedom to get whatever they can get out of this material world, but they are shut out of the spiritual blessing that they can't have, neither in here or the hereafter. They would never experience the heaven that Allah put Adam in before he fell. They would never experience the heaven that Allah put Ibrahim in. And it concludes, they will never experience the heaven that Allah put Jesus Christ in. They will never experience the heaven that Allah put Muhammad ibn Abdullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in. They will never experience the heaven that Allah put the pious saints in from different religions. They will never experience the heaven that Allah has put the son of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad in. Any feedback, comments into that? Please do so. Okay. Do we have any hands up? I'm not really looking at that, but if you have any comments
No,
before we
no
go
hands are
on.
up right now.
Okay, thank you. If I need to go back now on any of this, please say so. So we'll move on to, I won't go to the next Quranic verses yet. I will go into my my presentation here. And then we'll come back to some more Quranic verses. Where are we? Yeah, here we are, right here. Now, again, this one that we have pulled up now, we closed the presentation out last year with this, but again, I thought it was fitting that we start with it as well, because we need to be conscious of our personal health if we're trying to do business. I've already did my worked on my stomach area this morning. I haven't gone for my walk yet. I intend to go well, I can't because we got a host meeting coming up. So it'll be sometime after the host meeting. But I intend to go for my daily walk, which is about 3.25 miles and everything. So, but personal health is very, very important. Very important. So business success, personal health, and entrepreneurs, not just for innovative thought and effort, but also for the intense physical and psychological basis required for entrepreneurship. Studies reveal that those who prioritize health perform better, have a more clarity of mind, and help their companies be long-term profitable. But the hustling culture often makes long nights and never-ending work appealing, lessening personal wellness significance. Investing in their health is not just a smart concept, but also a need for entrepreneurs aiming for long-term success. I'm going to go back over this last one here. But the hustling culture often makes long nights and never-ending work appealing. And I had to wean myself off of staying up through these long nights, and because I found out that it was causing more mistakes by me trying to put together and do these presentations and everything. Your mind need to have some adequate rest as well as your body. They go hand in hand, and you cannot separate the two. There's a balance there. Why health is your secret weapon in business. Your happiness and health are what power your business. When your body and mind are healthy, you can handle problems and take better chances. And I'm witnessing this by, again, and maybe I should not do this, but I have started putting my phone turning the ringer off when I go to sleep, or trying to go to sleep. And I pray everything is to be okay, but we have to leave certain, leave things in the hands of Allah. This is why energy and focus. Running a business means working long hours and making decisions constantly. You need to eat the right things. Very, very important. Now, if I start addressing the right things, because I was one step away from becoming, I'm still one step away. I just need to find another institution of learning to bestow my title of a naturopath, the doctor on me. I don't want to get into the reasons I didn't follow through on it initially, but I did. But I got into it, and I basically got into the studies to see if I could accomplish some academic courses. And I did, because growing up in high school and this and that, I didn't give my attention to the academics. I always have been a reader and one who wanted to know, but in that area, studying health and all this and that, and some of the sciences, and it wasn't really required at that time. So I didn't bother with it. And then it said, eat the right things. And Allah blessed me to come from out of that course, if I might say, with I think it was right at a 4. What did they give you? It's 4.0, but mine was like a 3 point something when I finished those studies. And workout. So again, that's why I go for a walk almost every day, and get enough sleep. So I just mentioned to you about getting adequate sleep to keep your body healthy and the energy to stay focused and productive all day. Mental clarity and problem solving. A good brain follows from a sound body. Regularly exercise has been found in studies to boost memory, increase intelligence and creativity, and make one more clever. These are all abilities required of entrepreneurs to thrive under demanding conditions. Now, if I need to stop now, please, someone let me know. You can, I will pause, and if you have any comments, statements you want to say, put your hand up if you bring it, Minerva, you said, because I have that screen lowered down, so I can't see it. And we'll stop before we conclude this whole presentation. Stress and resilience. Entrepreneurs often overwork, dealing with perpetual stress, leading to burnout. Mindfulness techniques like meditation, and we know for us, prayer is our best form of meditation when we pray. And I don't think that is saying here, I know I'm not saying here, you shouldn't just pull back and go sit somewhere and just go through deep thought meditation. Please do that if that's work for you. Even just going for a walk daily can help you deal with stress, strengthen you emotionally, and strengthen you emotionally and lower your risk of mental health problems. How to put health first without giving up on business goals. Although many business owners lack time to care for their health, little everyday actions may greatly improve it. Here's how an entrepreneur's hectic life may accommodate health. Invest in preventive health. This means getting regular checkups, and I need to start doing this, because I have not. Last time I've been to a doctor was 10 some years ago, when I had to go get a checkup to go out of the country and everything. So that's on my to-do list. Dealing with stress and eating correctly. For example, you can use health supplements that you choose or your doctor prescribes. This way, you can ensure your body gets what it needs without paying extra money. out of pocket. Plan your health like a meeting. Ensure you attend workouts, meals, or even relaxing time. You should put these things on your reminder list, just like calls with clients or project due dates. Work smarter, not harder. Move around during the day by using a standing desk, and I have already been looking at for those for myself. Having walking talks or doing short workouts. A 10-minute workout can give you a boost of energy and help you concentrate. And I'm living witness to this. The real cost of neglecting your health. Many business owners pay more attention to their bottom line than the hidden expenses of inadequate health. These expenses immediately affect corporate results. Hence, they are not just personal. Lost productivity. Entrepreneurs with poor physical or mental health. I wanted to add here spiritual health so bad, but I don't know yet. Frequently have lower output. Tasks that formerly were reasonable become overwhelming, resulting in missed deadlines or poor job quality. Decision fatigue. Poor health, particularly lack of sleep or inadequate nutrition, leads to decision fatigue, a state where the brain becomes too tired to make effective choices. For entrepreneurs whose success hinges on sound decision, this can be catastrophic. How being healthy makes you a better leader and creative. As an entrepreneur, you are more than just the person in charge of the day-to-day business. You are also a leader, an innovator, and a visionary. Your health is very important for doing well in these areas. Leadership through example. A healthy entrepreneur sets the tone for their team. Employees are more likely to follow your lead if they see you prioritizing well-being and creating a culture that values balance and productivity. Creativity unleashed. Stress and fatigue stifle innovation. On the other hand, a regular exercise, proper nutrition, and mindfulness enhance brain function, opening the door to ideals and creative solutions. Empathy in decision making. Emotional intelligence helps you lead with understanding when your mental health is in good shape. This strengthens your relationship with your team and enables you to make better choices when the risks are high. And that concludes this presentation of Fueling Business Success, Importance of Personal Health for Entrepreneurs. Comments, input, questions, please do so at this time. Is anyone, let me just move across and see if anyone.
No hands raised at this time.
Okay. Y'all gonna make me think I'm doing too well. Okay, what we want to do.
They're taking it, everyone's taking it all in.
Okay,
then. And
okay,
also, all throughout the week, people tune in and listen to the
okay,
program. Even if they're not here today, they know that it's here in the archives and they come
okay,
and listen to these presentations.
okay.
That
Well,
sound like
go ahead. That sound like Edward.
no, that's Amira.
Hey, what? Oh, I am so sorry, Mary.
this my wake up in the morning voice.
Well, girl, look here. I got one too. I hope you don't get offended by me saying, well, girl, I'm just
Oh
being
God.
me. Okay.
Thank
I'm
you,
just
Amen.
being me. All right,
Thank
then,
you.
because I know I walk all the time, but I can't run too fast.
Uh,
Go ahead, Amir.
thank you so much for sharing about health because it's so important. Because sometimes if we, especially working as a sole proprietor or so on and so forth, we have a tendency to get burnt out. And when we get burnt out, we want to throw the towel in, which is not something we shouldn't do. Or we don't reach out for help from others. And whew, we have a tendency when we stressed out to just eat, eat, eat.
Mm,
Sometimes unhealthy foods, which takes the energy from our body and rest. Like you said, sometimes we be so intense in our work that we don't get enough sleep. So if we
mm,
don't do that, we can't mentally, or physically, emotionally, be affected. Be affected.
mm,
So I'm thankful that you share these ideas, and I'm taking it all in because sometimes we can, as they said, burn the candle on both ends.
mm-hmm.
So thank you so much. I just appreciate this being a reminder to us, especially as older people that's striving to be in business for yourself and do for self. We
Mm-hmm.
tend to take on more than maybe what we should as solo, when we should really do our due diligence in all areas of
Of
striving to be
course.
successful. Thank you, Brother. Amen.
You're welcome. Anyone else? It's 10:38. Anyone else? Did I hear you mention was it you, Manira, mention something about our young people?
Yes, yes.
And
As
what
there,
could
as
you
there,
repeat that? Could you repeat that?
yeah, our young people in high school who are looking what colleges to to, what career they want, um, and everything, is to look at becoming an entrepreneur rather than uh going into a career working for someone else, because we remain at the whims of someone else allowing us to participate, or allowing us to have a job, or allowing us to make a living through their business or organization, uh, or their career paths. But uh, being entrepreneurs and servicing the needs of the community and having that ownership it gives us more stability and an extra layer of security
Okay.
for our community. And we're also contributors to the society and not dependents on other businesses, either coming into our neighborhoods or um, providing outlets for us to shop.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Tips for entrepreneur high school students ready to start their first business. Well, this
Uh,
was going to probably be 1 or 2 months down the road. Okay. So since you brought it up, here we are right here. Okay. We probably won't make much comments on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of look at it. Hear what the study has a study. Starting young. Starting young can be a huge advantage. Approximately 15 million to 17 million U.S. high school students grades 9 to 12 head to school early, and many of them will become entrepreneurs, building their own futures, creating wealth, and doing what they love. And I'm gonna kind of just not read all of this, but I'm gonna point out a few things here, like what Mark Cuban said. You know, he's the owner of what's the basketball team? Is it the Mac? I think it is. Says business is the ultimate sport. It's an exciting way to do life. You have a direct impact on the economy, create jobs, create wealth, and solve a multitude of problems that make people's lives better. There's no time better than now for any young entrepreneur to embark on the adventure of their life. Again, I'm gonna just scan through there. Do it now. Start your own business. It can be a simple business like babysitting, yard work, a dog walking, et cetera, et cetera. setting up a business, organizing paperwork, registering it, getting it. Well, we've already discussed some of this. You recommend to find a mentor, for them to find a mentor to get a job foremost and first. And I think McDonald's, as mentioned here, might be the foremost employer of hiring high school students. I know currently I have a niece. She graduated this year, great niece, and her sister worked for McDonald's, and one of her other sisters who also graduated last year in college now. I think all of them, those two worked for McDonald's. Embrace,
Again,
telling them to embrace failure, how to deal with it, put yourself out there, and get involved with theater.
mhm.
Pay attention to intention in the class. Recognize opportunities and pursue them. And that's the end of that one. I didn't go into detail, but since Manira mentioned it, I thought I would pull that up. And also, I want to, since we're on that, and I'm trying to
My hand is raised.
go ahead, Manira. Thank you, thank you.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to say as well that uh, for students going into uh, those things, I love uh, people who have come up through McDonald's. Their
Mm-hmm.
training is excellent as far as their work ethic and being productive on the job, especially those who stay a few years. Um, but go into the job learning the business um, so that you can have your own franchise. That's on the job training so that you can be an entrepreneur, not just to go there to make money to buy shoes, but to go into the business as an educational part rather than going to college so that you can have your own franchise. There was a young lady that did that in Indiana. She went to Domino's. She worked at Domino's Pizza, and now she has two locations of her own. And she started that job as a high schooler, uh, but she went in there and learned that business, and she has two franchises of Domino's Pizza. So, uh, teaching young people to go into a job looking to continue to learn to become a franchise owner is another way to go into business. I just wanted to share that.
Good share. I have shared that with so many young people over my lifetime. I'm telling them, do not just be on that job cooking the burgers or doing whatever. Learn everything that's being done there. Learn how to do it because they do make franchises available. So good point. Now,
I feel
so
like
go ahead, sister.
yeah, another thing is during the summer when a lot of students are out of school, some of them can't find jobs. So for some of us entrepreneurs that own business, we can look at hiring them for the summer, and they can give them like
Mm-hmm.
job training as well. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so I just want to share that.
That's a good point. Now, we might not get to the rest of that we prepared today, so y'all blame Sister Vanera, okay? I have another slide up. Well, I know it's best. Now, you know I'm just joking, Vanera, okay? So this is good. I was wondering where to put these slides. It looked like now I'm gonna have to move them up in the early stages and everything. So, but look at this one right here. I'm gonna run through this one. Okay, these are entrepreneurs over 18. Let me. Uh, that one's really is really the about. I just have two slides of these sisters here, but now when I put this together, their ages they have increased in age. Okay, they're not 22 and 23 anymore. They might be 5 or 6 years older now. Okay,
Hmm.
uh, but at the time, like I said, that was their age. I won't come in on there. I'm just going to go through the slides. and this is showing their truck. This young lady here was 26 when she got her Chick-fil-A. And where it says here, when she was 15 years of age, as a way to earn enough to buy her first car. Jay Colin, this young lady here, McDonald's franchises. Raphael Sayi, Subway. Now again, I did this about 5 years or more ago. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Freddie Figures, CEO of Figures Wireless. You all know who that is, huh? Master
Percy
P.
Robert Miller. Who is he?
Yeah.
You said Master P? Oh, the
Master P.
rapper?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You know who that is? Chameleonaire. He did a song that Trying to Catch Me Riding Dirty.
Oh, okay.
Oh, y'all don't
I don't know him.
Y'all don't listen to hip hop like I do. Now let me quit. I do now. Okay, well anyway, wait a minute. I want to point out something. Let me just read this one right quick. And he say, and I know I said I was just gonna go through the slides, but listen to right here. Is an American musician, rapper, entrepreneur, and investor from Houston, Texas. CEO of Camellia pardon my pronunciation, entertainment, you see there. Here where I want to point
It
out.
says camilitary.
Camilitary, thank you, sister. He said, it said he gave up rap in order to become a venture capitalist in Silicon Valley. Now, this is his word. I walked around the music industry for a bunch of years, right? I saw a lot of rich people. I didn't see wealthy, he tells me. I got into the tech industry. I see wealthy people every day. Every day. Yeah, every day. And he talking about they are young people. He said that's not in the music industry, if you see the last statement there. And that's why I chose to put his picture up in a suit, not as.
So he is the owner of Snapchat.
Does it say that there?
It said the Snapchat CEO is a billionaire.
I need to go back and check my because see, this is one of them that before I start paying attention to that article about you getting a little sleep. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, he's the owner of
Yeah.
Snapchat, and
Yeah, he
you know.
might be part owner. I'm not sure, but I go back and double check. All right, because like I said, that was these times back years, like I said, some 5 years ago, when I'm up just countless hours at night and getting very little sleep, just researching and studying, trying to put this stuff together. I'm gonna go through this. Darnell Ferguson, Super Chef Restaurants, and that's it. That's it on that one. But now I want to switch to another one. In the comments why I do that, please do so. Thank you, Manira, for bringing this up. Let me go back up here.
Alhamdulillah. When you present this next time, we want to invite all of our young people to come to the program and listen to this presentation, inshallah.
Yeah. Now I think this one probably gonna really be. Oh yeah, this is the one. This is the one. You got to see this. This one right here is. This one is great right here.
You have a hand raised.
Go ahead. Go
and their
ahead.
mic is open.
I don't see the person name, but please go ahead.
Brother Tariq, give me your number because I don't know how to do
okay.
the chat and all that.
You ready to get it right quick? Is this Bilal?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm ready now.
Okay, I'm gonna be brief. So, are you looking at the screen or you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm on the phone.
Okay, it's 228.
Okay.
209.
Okay.
2877.
Very much.
Did you get it, Bilal?
Be getting in contact with. Oh yeah,
Okay.
I got it. 228-209-2877.
Correct. Okay.
Thank you, Brian.
All right. What did I do wrong? Okay, this one here is business and organization established by entrepreneurs under the age of 18. Jelena Jones. Now, again, this was one of those from 5, 6 some years ago, but she was 8. She was 9 years of age when she started her home-based line of bath products. The Billingsley boys, they did baked goods, and you can see their ages: 11, 9, 7, and 5 years of age. Marcia Martin, executive producer, she played on that TV show Blackish, Blackish, and she was
Yeah.
at the age of 13 at that time. Gabby Goodwin, hair bows, 12 years of age, started a company with the support of her mother. She was 15 national finalist for the 2015 U.S. Small Business Administrator Innovator Her competition. And that's her mother. Is that I believe that's the same young lady. Yes, it is. Yeah. Okay. Okay, well, she doing an entrepreneur, founder of the Mommy and Me Entrepreneurship Academy for Children. Kalima McIver, clothing. She was 13 years of age at the time, founder and CEO of Dinker Styles LLC and the Kid Girot, which is she was accepted into the Young Entrepreneurs Academy. Samara Mesa, dealing with coding, 10 years of age at the time. Henry Berner, do buttons, 14 years of age at the time. Asia Newsom, I think these are skin products. And she also offers how to be an entrepreneur, youth entrepreneur workshop. Michaela Umer, Me and the Bees Lemonade. And if my memory serves, I have it here. I don't know if it's still in Whole Foods, her lemonade, but I got a report that her products were in Whole Foods. Mr. Corey Cookies, he was 13. Mose Bowles, it's reported that former President Obama and Steve Harvey both were clients of his. And I showed this about going on 2 more months ago at a youth conference, and I had wasn't too many children there, but when I showed this slide, every last one of them was attentive to this slide, seeing these young people. We have an author here in Natalie. Now, Bishop Carey, I don't know if this device ever came on the market, but he was trying to get funding to create a device for people to put in their cars who'll be leaving their children in their car in this hot heat. And he's from Texas. John Crowland, he did socks. And he has Down syndrome. Joshua Williams on the speaker circuit. His foundation, Joshua's Heart. Essence More, you can see the products and things that she was doing. Started at the age of 6. Donna Mattal in Trouble, bath products. Marley Dice, dealing with books. Zandra, and what is she? Beauty products. This young lady, Lena, was 8 years old when she had a vision to come up with all natural products. Haley Thomas, salads. She was 15. Brill and Haley, what did they? Oh, gym shoes look like sneakers. Jalen, at 12, started his own information technology and consulting business. Madison and Mallory, what did they do? Beauty and body care company. They was 12 and 10. Jeremiah Jones, he was 14 when he started his, was that clothing? No, motivation talk on the industry, to be a partnership in Spanish scholar programs. Tours. Gabrielle Jordan, she was 16. Do jewelry, upscale jewelry. Maya, designer and author, CEO. Sandra, what does she do? Beauty brand products. Yeah, beauty products. She was just 9 years of age when she started. Brandon and Jordan, urban clothing line. They promote teen entrepreneurship. And this is the last one that I recently added. Matter of fact, last year, Herman B. Keeley, 15-year-old from Fairfax, Virginia, was named Time Magazine's 2024 Kid of the Year. This was 2024. And that concludes that right there. Yeah. Okay. Any comments? We'll get more back into it when we in the next month or two, I think, as we get down the list. Does anyone have anything they need to, where are we at? Oh, we got to go back here to this verse. Any comments? Hands up, anyone? What time we on? Okay, we're just coming into our first hour. We're doing good. We should be done probably the next 15, 30 minutes, or we have a break in between we having to do our host meeting. Okay, now where are we? Oh. Now let's go back to the Quran. Okay, you sure? No questions or comments or anything? Okay, now Allah tell us right here in the Quran, we in chapter Surah Al-Qas, the 28th chapter of the Quran, verse 77, where Allah give a very strong command. Wabtaghi, that is a very strong command. And I'm not trying to get into a Quranic Arabic grammar lesson, but that alif, that prefix before this baghiya, this making this a given an order. He's ordering you, he's commanding you, and it's the 8th verb form of the verb, meaning that act is conceived inside before it come outside. Okay, you got to have it develop in your inside of you first, and then you break it, you bring it outside of you, and it manifests. But you got to have, and this is a command from Allah, to seek with what Allah has bestowed upon you for your home or your life to come in the hereafter. And then he give us another strong command that not to wala tapgi, and do not, no, I'm moving too quick. And do not, oh, we got to go back up top here, pardon me. Wala tansa nasibaka min dunya, and he tell us not to neglect. Tansa, speaking to us in the now and tomorrow, or the present and the future tense. Not to neglect your share, my share, our share of this material world. But do some good, because Allah has been good to you. Okay, don't do no mischief in the earth. For Allah do not love those who spread the people, the corrupted people. So this is a very strong verse that we have to get our share of this material world. So we got some quotes here from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. May Allah be pleased with him, and get some of this good earth. Warren Buffett, that billionaire, and I think he's about to resign now from the CEO of that, is it Berkshire? So they have recently chose someone else.
Berkshire. Berkshire
Thank
Hathaway.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. He a billionaire, and this is me saying he did some good from what I was reading. He gave away a large percentage of his wealth. And when the interviewer asked him, why did he give that away? He said, I'm trying to go to paradise. That's why I gave the money away. So then Imam Muhammad, we have a quote from our teacher, may Allah, and may Allah bless Mr. Buffett too. Okay, and everything. Imam Muhammad, may Allah be pleased with him, having him in the best place, paradise with his father, and many, many more. No matter how good I am spiritually, no matter how good I am morally, no matter how good I am intellectually, if I have no material progress in my life, that is a sin on me. You may ask, how is that, Brother Imam? Allah says, by what Allah has made available to you, seek the destiny, but don't neglect your share of the material world. Don't neglect it. So I know in my personal experience dealing with mainly Muslims from another ethnic group. Not all of them, a small percentage of them, but sometimes that small percentage can cause a lot of confusion. Have come through and say, do not be concerned yourself with the dunya. It'll lead you to the hellfire. And then I've seen people listening to that. I see them and they looking all decrepit and poor and everything, and like they don't have anything to offer anybody. I'm reminded, I think, of a situation in the prophets where a wealthy man came into the religion, and he changed the way he was dressing. He wasn't wearing his fine clothing and everything. And the prophet checked him on that. I hope you all can bear with me when using the language I talk to around my people, okay? And everything. I'm just being me. The prophet checked him on it and asked him, why is he dressing that way? And he told him why. And so if my memory serves me correct, the prophet responded and said, go back and put on the clothing that you've been wearing, because we don't want our enemy to think that all we got with us are poor people. So we have to be sensible in how we do things. And because I was seeing it, man. I remember this brother from going way back when I first met this brother. The brother had on nice suits. As a matter of fact, he stayed with me for a while. And he would put on a suit, even if he would just put on a suit. So something happened in his life, and I seen him years later, and he read up on me, and I'm like, this brother looked familiar. But he was not dressed in those nice, fine suits that he was wearing when I had seen him, in times gone by. He was straggly looking beard, and he kept himself beard shaved down real smooth, pretty, soft, pretty looking skin. And the garment he had on from another ethnic group cultural, and it wasn't even somewhat clean. It was dingy looking. And I said, oh my God. Man, so like that's sadness to see that right there. So he started neglecting. That's my opinion. He started neglecting himself. Where are we at on this? Oh, okay. Here we go. So this is from some quotes here from Imam Muhammad again. The management of material and spiritual concerns is only possible for us if we have something directing us, a deciding authority in our life, an authority in our life that decides everything else. The only successful ones will be those who acknowledge an authority in their lives above everything else. If you're not acknowledging any authority in your life above everything else, you're going to be a failure. Any comments? Any comments? Okay. Now, and again, I know some of you have seen some of this already, but I can read this numerous of times and I still get something out of all of this every time I read it. And this is from one of the books, many books that I have on hand, self-help books, motivational book, but the best of all of them is the Quran, the book of Allah, because it's nothing is comparable to it. So in this particular book, this is a quote from the book, Spiritual Power. Is superior because it exists on a higher plane. It enables man to discover the law by which these wonderful forces of nature could harness and made to do the work of hundreds and thousands of men. It has enabled man to discover laws whereby time and space have been alienated, and now apparently the law of gravitation is to be overcome. And still, a greater teacher said, whatever things you soever desire, when you pray, believe that you have received them and you shall have them. And the quote here is from where this come from. I don't think he put that quote, the biblical New Testament location in the book. I don't think he did. So I put it there. So the differences of the tenses in this passage is remarkable. All truth is the same, whether stated in modern scientific terms or in the language of apostolic times. There are timid souls who fail to realize that every completeness of truth requires various statements, that no human formula will show every side of it. Oh, so yeah, we've looked at that. We won't go to these slides of, I do recall a few weeks ago, we looked at these slides of Forbes, wealthiest, quote unquote, African Americans. This was 2019. So what we're going to do now, go ahead, sister.
This is the mayor again. What were you reading that from when speaking in spirit or something? What was you reading that from?
The book,
Uh-huh.
The Master Key System by Charles F. Hanel. The Master Key System. It's one of my many books that I have dealing with self-help, motivation, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a call. That resonates with my spirit. Okay. Thank you, brother.
You said you would give me a call?
Yes, sir, because I want to
Please
talk to you.
because I needed to get your number concerning you wanted a copy of my hookbar from yesterday, and I thought I had my other device set up to record the whole thing, and it didn't come out appropriate, so I deleted it, and I just wait to Facebook put it up for me to download it. Okay.
Okay, because I want to also talk to you about entrepreneur business.
Okay then.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Yes, ma'am. You're welcome. Anyone else? Anyone else? Okay. Yeah, we already went over this a couple of weeks ago. We'll go ahead and scan through it again. I want just the different people. I want to go through that just right quick. Oh yeah, that wasn't that. We won't do that. No, okay, I'm gonna come out that slide. I don't think we have enough time. If I have enough time, I'll come back to this one because again, I think we want to let our brains relax in between this and our meeting coming up. Okay, it's good to do that sometime. Okay, what we'll do, we will go ahead and let me look at what time it is here. It's quarter up. Okay, so I'm gonna try to conclude this by 11:30 my time. and it'll be 12:30 you all's time. Which one I need to, here we are right here. So yeah, okay. Now, this is why be an entrepreneur. Okay, and this is the slides that we're in now. Okay. Business versus entrepreneur. And you can see the gentleman here, businessman versus entrepreneur. He only selling the lemons. An entrepreneur, he's selling the lemonade as well as lemons. You have flexibility. Let me just read the opening here. Why be an entrepreneur? For others, becoming an entrepreneur is a very scary, intimidating notion. There are too many unknowns to take the plunge. But if you're considering becoming an owner of a business, don't forget all of the benefits that go along with it. You have flexibility. Now doing this, keep in mind the one about your wellness, doing some exercise in conjunction with becoming this entrepreneur. And that's one of the reasons I kind of arranged this to keep these two particular slides together in the presentation. And it's going to say more spare time with your friends. And it says that this is on the Apple once your business is established and you have more employees handling the majority of the necessary responsibilities. And I know some of this can be modified. I'm not trying to have a business in the near future where I have employees. Okay, I'm not even trying to have one where I keep merchandise, because the one that I currently have, I either go to the people or they come to me because of the product I have available. So because it's two of the biggest costs, and I'm not saying this to discourage anyone, but two of the biggest costs is the labor and the merchandise costs, and probably the labor more than anything else. You call the shots. Did I read all of those? Oh yeah, I did. You call the shots. Number 4, you set your own deadline. Number 5, sell how you want to sell. And again, online or in person. And we do know we have a lot of box stores closing down now. You create your own environment. You pursue your passion. You create something from scratch. Put it out there and try it. Matter of fact, that's what we probably close with briefly if the time allows. Don't have a fear. No, we already, having fear of failure. You meet new people. And believe me, most of the time when you start your business, most of the people who are going to support you is going to be those persons you don't even know. But one of the things I have to highly recommend, and it came from advice to me from someone saying, and that the people need to see me with my product. That will bring me more business. And once I started doing that, it proved her right. The people seeing me with the product, using the product per se, and that helped. So I'm just saying, don't try to, I guess I hope I'm saying this right, is that if you're selling something, be one of those persons who are wearing it or using it, okay? So build a team if you're going to be in that situation of who you can bring on into your company. And what you're doing is creating jobs for the economy. You're helping people, number 12 here. You have a product and a service that's going to benefit people. And almost every time I'm looking at, I be looking on TV, you see one of these commercials come up with somebody got some product they're selling. Now I'm seeing one that looked like a drill in the shape of a drill, and it's a blower. And then you see this water hose that once you stop using, it just shrinks all up. All these little type of products that you people, I'm like, are they selling this stuff? They might be, because those commercials probably cost a lot of money. And then they put up on the screen, limited quantity, time is about to run out. So people can get them. Even during the Christmas holiday season, they had a tree commercial where the tree just pop up, you pull it up, and then once the season over, you just fold it back down and put it away. So bring your ideal up and don't be afraid. And don't give up. Then we do number 12, help people. Become an expert. You got to study and learn what you're trying to do. And again, it's like I use AI. I have used it recently to help promote my product. Okay. And I just type in, put the picture up, and I just say, what is the best way to promote this on the social media platform that I use, okay? And I get a reply. And I use most of three quarters or more of what AI say how to market this product. So we got at our fingertips how to market. And you got apps out there how you can put a background, and so many apps out there for to help you market your business and everything. Many of these things are free. So, but you have to get study and become an expert into what you are doing. And if you and ask somebody, invest in number 14, invest in yourself. So I kind of already, I believe I already touched on that. Invest in yourself. Number 15, you make more money by giving, and what basically saying you pay yourself first. You got to pay yourself first. You got to allocate how much you want to make, and try to reinvest into your business. Financial independence. It says there's no one else assigning your paycheck. And we're definitely not telling anybody to quit your job. I would never tell anybody to quit their job to go into business for themselves. Don't do that. No, I wouldn't tell you to do it. If you choose to do it on your own, go for it. And then here's mentioned tax benefits, and talk to your tax preparer. So you run it, then you got new challenges every day. You will get exposure to new cultures. You're discovering new fields. Create an asset. You connect with your clients. Delegate boring tasks. Say, don't do anything you don't want to do. Number 24, you can't stop working. Say work you enjoy doing can't be described as work. And everything I currently do, I enjoy. Now, do I get paid for this right here? Not currently. Not currently, I don't. But hey, Allah knows best. I'm doing it because I love doing this. And I have had people, particularly when I was utilizing the public library to do this, to ask me, do I charge for the presentations? I was calling them workshops at the time, but I changed the language to presentations. And I said no. And so now, so what we go on. Did I say you can't start working? 25, the power to give. So there's somebody donate some of your time and money to worthy causes. 26. And I think I heard some of this earlier now in Sheikh DeLace's presentation, or was that Mike, or they combine their shows? That's two doing the same thing, where he was talking about some getting involved in the community. You got to get involved, and you can improve your industry. Get a mentor, and I got that early on, and I still have him as my mentor. You become a mentor. Be willing to learn new skills. Attend new classes and seminars. And I want to say that is, and that's where, and you know, this presentation that you are currently seeing is from me having to attend, I think having to attend in 20, matter of fact, I'm looking at my certificate from the Gulfport Center for Entrepreneurship. It says that Tariq Abdul Mu'min successfully completion of the entrepreneurship class. This was presented to me January 6th, 2015. So that shows you how far I go back. So I left that with all that information, and I'm like, I like this, and this is where I'm at today with it. And that's where I got this piece from. It was, you know, in a printout and everything, and they had their own presentation on the screen, but they gave us the printout and say, yes, you can do what you will, what you want to do with it, you know, and everything. So that's where I got this from. Have the option for multiple ventures. Gain entrepreneur experience. And I'm studying getting that experience. And I'm trying, am I trying to get recognized? Yes, I am trying to get recognized for doing what I'm doing now, because I'm obviously I am, and one of my good friends now, I call him my friend. We never met in person. We just know each other on this platform and other platforms. He stated numerous of times how well put together, if I'm using his language correctly, these presentations are, and I thank him for that. I really do. It means a lot. And it's going to say, get things done faster, build a personal brand, get more creative, inspire others. And that's why I'm so glad that you all accepted me to be on AM 360, because we got to keep each other inspired to do this. And from your comments that you've been giving me, it helped me a lot. It really helped me a lot. And reduce your commute. You have more job stability. You find pride and fulfillment, and I got all of that. It's just very fulfilling. You reach your goals. Learn to embrace failure. You have a story to tell. Leave something behind. Change the world. Resources are plentiful. And that is talking about the social media, the internet. Again, as I've already said, all these things that I were brought to our attention, I got them from different places that I did the research at. And a matter of fact, I'm on a lot of these sources, email. I get emails from them. And then if I want to know something, I'll Google it. And if it catch my attention, I read it as carefully as possible as I can. And that's how I came about formulating all these different presentations. I made some changes in everywhere where it might needed to be made changes at. But this is what anyone has done who have bought stuff. They've read a lot, researched a lot, and they put together their own stuff. I don't claim any of this as my own, but we have to, I'm just grateful a lot about it to make me discover this and everything. So it's going to say, there's nothing stopping you. What's really keeping you from being an entrepreneur? Of course, there are risks, but there's nothing forcing you not to take them. If you want to become an entrepreneur, there's nothing really holding you back. Take the steps. and lead the company you always wanted. But know this, and know this here, your family and your friends. Now, I don't know, it might not be for you, okay? They're not going to be the first ones to support you. They're going to be the ones who try to deter you because they don't want to see you hurt, disappointed when you don't get financial support. Okay, they don't really, but you can't listen to that. You cannot listen to that. They gonna well such and such tried it, it didn't work for them, it didn't work for him, and then this and everything. You ain't gonna make no money doing this. You ain't gonna. I mean, I have heard so much this and that because we haven't per se been the people to do the well. I think many of you all have because y'all heard this language do for 7 years and years ago. Okay, so the last thing here is the where you see watermelons at. And again, the entrepreneur has cut some of these watermelons over and he's selling pieces of it and he's selling juice from it too in the whole watermelon. That's why I see in the picture. That's the difference between a businessman and an entrepreneur. Any comments? Questions?
I still get this habit of, I tell myself a lot of times that
the person need to put their phone on whatever on mute. If there's no questions or anything, comments or corrections, if I said anything that was disrespectful, out of place, out of order, I ask Allah to forgive me, and then I ask you all to forgive me next, and everything. My intentions was pure, and if I can figure out how to do this right here, I will. Oh, here we are. Okay. Well, if you all do not have any questions, we can end here, and we'll see you all next Saturday, the 10th. Sister Manira, when I'm saying this to everyone, that on the 31st. So Manira, are you hearing me? Can we get that person? Can we get that person to mute themselves?
Okay. I just muted them for you. I'm sorry. I had
yes, ma'am. I
stepped away.
understand. Thank you. On the 31st, you all, I will not be presenting. I have by me being the convener for the Southern section, I rescheduled the meeting, we were scheduled it for it today, but I asked them to move it could we move it to the 31st? And it's at the same time that my presentation started here. So, but we moved it to the 31st of this month. So that Saturday, I would not be presenting, okay? That's the 31st of this month. The last Saturday of this month is 5 Saturdays. Do anyone have any questions or comments before we close out? Okay, I'm gonna close out with dua. Rabbana atina fi dunya hasanatain wa fi akhirati hasanatain wa aqina adhaban. Our Lord, bestow good upon us in this life and bestow good upon us in the life to come and save us from the torment of the fire. Ameen. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Alhamdulillah. Okay, that's the end of our presentation for this Saturday morning. Tune back in this evening for Al Islam in Focus right here on American Muslim 360. And that program is from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Our host, Sister Dupreeta Abdul Hadi, will have a presentation this afternoon, inshallah. And after that, from 6 to 7 p.m., we have our town hall straight to the point. So join us back here beginning at 5 p.m. Eastern Time for more informative presentations from our AM 360 host. And if you are a host, please attend our host meeting, which is at 1 o'clock Eastern Time, right here on our AM 360 platform. Inshallah, we'll see you then. Okay, we extend the greetings of peace to everyone of Assalamu alaikum.